reflective manner. And I'm just sort of grateful that we could actually make this movie and the response to it has been so great. So that's all really.
You've assembled a remarkable cast to tell this story, and you bring them to some very dark places. This is a difficult experience, I would imagine, for an actor to put him or herself through. Can you talk a little bit about casting the film and what you needed from your actors to tell this story?
I think what I needed from actors is total absolute commitment. I mean, the fact that they're standing here now and none of them are sacked tells you a lot about me and how I want to make films. I mean, if you're not giving 110%, there's no reason to be here. And these are not actors, they're artists. And I never ever want to work with actors. I want to They inspire me, they inspire where I put the camera. Hopefully I inspire them, they inspire me. It's a dance, it's poetry, it's cinema. That's what cinema is about, making a story. And I think with this story of slavery, it had to be, history is this very, very strange thing. In a book, it's words in a book, but when you see it illustrated on film, within a narrative, it brings another dimension into it. It brings it into the everyday reality. So once, I hope at least, when people leave the cinema and they exit, the movie continues. But obviously, in the present day, we brought the past into the present.
Can we hear from your actors, Chiwetel, you of course having the lead role in a very complex performance, so thank you for that. Speak as well. Can you tell us a little bit about what you had to go through to deliver this performance?
Thank you so much. This was an extraordinary script and an amazing and beautiful autobiography, and I feel like the journey was all about engaging with this man and his experience, and trying to connect to that in the hope that we would understand and be able to reveal just a fraction of what he went through and his experience, and try to create a reality out of that that could be presented to the modern day, and the hope being that if we could get even a fraction of that we had achieved something. And I'm just so grateful to the experience and with working with Steve, but and the rest of the extraordinary cast, but it really is Solomon's journey in his book that is a gift to the modern world.
Thank you. Before we open it up to you, I just want to ask Michael if you could just, because you've worked with Steve on all of his feature films. I put together one of the great bodies of work in cinema in just 3 films. Can you tell us a little bit about how it is you work together? What does Steve McQueen ask of his actors, and how do you deliver?
Painful. It's just a really special experience. It's one that I was certainly seeking from the beginning when I decided to take this career on, that you look for somebody like Steve, somebody that will bring the best out of you and take you to the limit of yourself and then beyond it, and then maintain that level of beyond the limit, if it makes any sense. I mean, the focus on set is incredible, not just with the cast that he assembles, but with the entire crew. And there's just this sort of absolute, do or die philosophy on the set. It's just amazing. He's the great thing. Well, one of the many great things about Steve is that he allows you to believe in your instinct. And so whatever choices you make are the right choices because you're in the right moment. And it's the sort of prep that goes into it. It's the sort of attention, the care, the love that's brought out these sort of incredibly difficult stories to tell. There's a lot of love that's brought to the set, and that's, you know, thanks to Steve.
What I also like is that each one of you has such distinct moments. Alfred, your scene on the porch, Lupita, so many of your scenes, that final separation, and you as well, Sarah. Each one of you was given really distinct, powerful moments in the film. It's amazing. Thank you. All right, we have a few minutes for your comments and your questions as well. I'm going to go right here first. Go ahead, yes.